So here we are, folks, a little bit further on, and as you can see, the clouds are starting to approach in places, and by the looks of them, the sleet showers that were falling last night will come back, and you never know, this time it might be in the form of snow. It certainly is quite cold today and cold enough to put some fingerless gloves on just to keep the worst of the chill off the hands. But the rose hips are out in force this year. There's so many of them due to the lovely summer that we had, and how many bees and how many flowers was produced by the plants, and how many bees were about to go and pollinate them. But you can see here there's a really nice amount of them again, and I've got my bag right here next to it, so I'm just going to be putting some more of these into them. And these ones are really quite soft, so they're just coming off really easy, so it's not hard to remove them from the plant, whereas some of the ones that you saw us harvesting earlier were a little bit on the firm side and they were difficult to get off. But these ones are just coming away so easy. So these ones are going to be destined for the freezer also, and lock in that lovely vitamin C, as I say. So I'm just going to stick these ones in my pocket there and just carry on picking a few more. You can see there that there's been a bird at that one already, so I don't want to take too many away from here. I've saw a robin that's following this along the hedgerows as I'm walking along, so maybe the robin might visit these and take goodness from them. So I don't want to take too much away from the little robin, but or any bird, in fact. It doesn't have to be just a robin, it could be any bird. It could be the blackbird, the blue tits, the grey tits, the coal tits, and all of the other birds that feast on these lovely berries or lovely fruits. Don't they just look nice? So in the pocket they go, and then I'll put them into my bag when they're ready to be bagged up. That one's a little bit on the soft side, but I'm just going to take it anyway. As soon as they get home, they're going to be cleaned up if they need to be, and maybe take off any bits of material that's not required. Like if you look at this one right here, you'll see there's a little bit of remnants of the flower still on the end of it there, so I'll just rub that away and they'll be frozen along with the rest of them. Lovely. And I think that's enough on this little patch here. Like I say, I am conscious of the other creatures and the things that they require from the earth, so I didn't want to take too much away from those little guys. But like I say, take around about a quarter, you know, so don't take any more than that. And some of these ones here really are quite soft, so they're perfectly ready for the birds, so I'm just going to leave them to it. And some of the ones that are here, you can see there that is a little bit on the soft side, and if you just press it there, you can see I can make an indent into it, so that's kind of what I'm looking for mine. The really soft ones like this are just bird food at this stage, so I'm just going to drop that one down there and the birds can find them. But I just feel them and see how they feel for the most part, and just pick the ones that are ready to be picked, like that one there and some of these ones over here. And there's a load more up high there which I can't reach, and like I say, I'm just going to leave the vast majority of these for the birds and just carry on walking along and see if I can find any more and have a bit more crack with us. I'm going to speak directly to you, if that's okay. Thanks folks for joining my channel and just listening to us warble on and show you the countryside and various things that I'm looking at. There's another nice little patch of the rose hips right here, so I'm just going to pick a few more of these. So there's a nice one there, and you can see there's quite a lot of fruits here, but I'm just going to take enough to fill my hand, and then I'll move on to the next bush. And I've got quite a lot in the bag now, so I think I'll call it a day soon, because the sun is starting to set over there and I'm about 2 miles from home, and I've got to cut across the fields to get back to where I live, so I don't want to leave it too late so it's dark and I cannot see, because there's no lights out here, as you can see. No street lights, no roads, just field edges and lovely things to pick. So there's a few more, and there's some there and some there, and I'm going to speak direct to one of yous, if that's okay. And it's you, Laura. How are you doing over there in America, Laura? Hopefully life's treating you well. I'm out here picking the rose hips, as you can see, in the freezing cold November air, and it really is quite cold today. You can tell by looking at them skies, those are wintry looking clouds. And I just hope that you're well, Laura, okay? And apologies for speaking directly to someone right there. It's just someone that I've spoke to for a long time, and I know she watches my videos, so I thought I'd say hi. But back to having a little bit of a look around. As you can see, it is very much winter, like tundra around now. You know, like all the grasses have gone over for the year, and all the wildflowers and other such things are showing signs of a very much wintry look. But that's to be expected at this time of the year. And it has been far too warm in October, if I'm all honest. And those of you who are watching here who live in the UK know that October was extremely warm. Much warmer than it should be. And I remember the days when I was a kid where Bonfire Night was freezing, you know. Halloween was freezing as well, but Halloween, Bonfire Night, I know they're two different months, but this year you didn't even really need a woolly hat or a coat, you know. It was that warm, and that's just not normal for end of October, start of November. And the fact that it's a really crisp, cold day today is good in my eyes. At this time of the year it should be cold, so the cold is here. Just look at that there. That's pretty cool, isn't it? See how we got the wildflowers there, which by the looks of them were some either thistles or knapweed. It's hard to tell, but I think by the looks of them, yep, that was knapweed. And then you got these wild grasses behind, and that's just pretty cool. How you've got the yellows and the browns there with what green remains from the tundra behind. And if I just step back, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Them different colours. But yeah, back to just walking around. I'm going to go to the very end of the corner of this field here, see if I can find just a few more rose hips from my bag, and then I'm going to go back in before night time sets in. As you can see, it's a bit muddy underfoot. I've got my wellies on, which is useful. I wonder if it's going to snow tonight. I hope it does. I like the snow. All that nitrogen falling out the sky, soaking into the ground. Cool stuff, you know. And I've got some nice spring cabbages coming, doing at my allotment there, as well as all my kale for the winter. So a little bit of snowfall and a little bit of nitrogen release into the soil, it'll only serve them well. So snow away, snow away. Getting close to the road now, you might be able to hear the traffic, so I'm going to get to this very end bit here, and then I'm just going to turn around and head back home across the field. Here we are. Oop. Pheasant. It might have been a grouse. Wasn't quite sure. It was hard to tell. It flew away that fast, but it was either a pheasant or a grouse. See, look at that. Even though it was snowing last night, there's still a bit of green on this fern right here, which is pretty cool. Come on, Ginny! Oh, there you are. Come on, girl. Right, I'm just going to have to duke under this pipe. 2 seconds. Under I go. Whoops. Hey. Get there. Up here. Come on, Jen. Where are you? Ginny! Come on. Come on, girl. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Right, come here, Ginny. Stay heel. Good girl. Stay up. As you can see, folks, I'm back on the road now. Someone's dumped a bloody mattress over there. How ridiculous. You know what I mean? Look at that, man. What an idiot. Clever, isn't it, hey? Oh, look. There's even some more rose hips just over there. Might just go and have to get just a few more. So, just hop down here. Grab a few more of these. Actually, you know what? Like I said before, too close to the road. Don't want these ones. So, just chuck them over there. Let the birds get them. Onward forth back home. Loads of hawthorn berries this year as well. And the hawthorn berries is something I'm going to go into very soon as well. But there they are there today, the hawthorn berries. And I'm going to pick a few of these just because they're nice. So that's something else in the future I'll be talking about. The good old hawthorn and the things you can do with its berries, and the fact you can eat the leaves in the spring, because the young leaves and the hawthorn trees in the spring is good eating, and it's a good source of food, and it's actually got a really nice amount of minerals and vitamins to hawthorn leaves. So again, just a good bit of eating. Well, that's it for now. See you in part 3.